Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We down here in the Bear Cave Studios for another episode of OTBS on that bullshit. With me, your host Freddie Loso, with my co-host, and my brother Siggy Mafia. What's going on, bro?
Yo, bro, I feel like it's been so long. Fucking recorded an episode. You almost fumbled the fucking intro just now, bro. Oh,
It's been a minute. We're back.
Yeah, yo, listen, no, we've had a lot of things in the works these past couple weeks, especially in the personal lives going on. Yo, life's been just lifing. We've been getting some stuff together. Our football seasons for the youths have officially come to a close. Pretty
Super Bowl champs to the little man.
Yo, shout out to the Washingtonville D2 youth football and cheer team. Y'all did y'all fucking thing this year, going 11-0, undefeated. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was at work Friday night, and I started to get emotional, kid. I started to get emotional, man. Yeah, man. And the reason I got emotional because it's been 3 years since I'm just gonna use myself as a reference.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 3 years since I've started with my son, like with this whole youth football thing. And as you know, I joined the league and was it was a new experience for me being involved with this because I didn't grow up in this kind of atmosphere, and just going through it with my son. And we were losing for 2 years, man. We was fucking losing like every game damn near. And what made it even worse is I'm pretty sure I'm probably wrong. There was either few and far between that we were losing games by like one score. So it wasn't like we was fucking out there just getting spanked.
We weren't getting blown out. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I think in the past 2 years, we probably have fucking 4 wins in 2 years. But mainly the reason I got emotional, man, it's because outside of the football aspects, it's been so much going on within these 3 years in my personal life, especially even outside of the shit that had been happening with the, involving us in the youth football thing, man. And just to know that this same group of kids that my son started this with is the same exact group of kids that he is winning it all with. Like last season when
That's
me
awesome.
and you were on the sideline, it was just gaining more family. You know what I'm saying? But this year when we moved up to our Division II level, it was back with the same kids that he had started with 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I don't know, man. I just started getting like a flood of emotions, man. And then on top of that, a lot of people was blaming me. Little man suffered an injury on Monday.
It was the wind, man. That wasn't you. The wind took that ball. It took it.
Oh man, give you a little backstory. Monday, I was outside, throwing the football around to my little man and threw it a little bit close to a little ditch that we got outside. He went up for the ball, came down with it, and his momentum brought him.
I'll give it to him. He stuck the landing.
Got 2 feet down because he likes to work on those sideline catches, and had his momentum brought him into the ditch, and ended up spraining his ankle.
Never a dull moment, bro. Never a dull. Gotta keep you on your toes.
Yo, when I saw him rolling around on the ground, I'm thinking to myself, yo, this is not happening right now. This is not happening 1 week before the fucking championship game.
Shit.
That
5 days. 5 days.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it was so I wound up having to take him to fucking urgent care, and he had a fucking low grade, like a grade 1 sprain, and They were like, yeah, he should probably stay off of it and, chill out.
What the fuck he is?
Man, listen. Man, he got home that night. He was crying. He was like, I can't miss the game. You know what I'm saying? And it did not feel like shit because
Right. Because, yep, you're the asshole at that point.
oh my God, man. And you know who was even more mad? My wife.
Mama Mafia. That's who.
Yo, my wife was fucking she didn't express it too much, but you can always tell when your woman is upset. You can always tell. And
Shit, I heard about it. What was it, like 2 days later?
and she told you, right?
Yep. And
And
the same amount of pissed off that she was at that point, it relayed in the message.
and see, I didn't even know that she told you. And I'm just gonna take a guess here. When she told you the story, did she express that it was my fault? Yes. Just by that laugh, I'm gonna say that I'm correct. Listen, it happens. But you know, through advanced medical care and mixed with the fact that these kids are, you can run these fucking kids
Resilient. Yeah.
through a fucking brick wall and they be a-okay in 24 hours. When I tell you, it happened Monday. By Wednesday, he was already like fast walking. By Thursday, he was already fucking good. And Friday,
He's
he was
ready to
full
go.
speed, man. But
Yeah.
again, yo, shout out to everybody that was involved, man. I'm just very grateful for the coaches that we had. And little side note, man, I ain't gonna put his name out there, but one of the coaches that we coached with, you know, he said, "Yo, do you think it was us? Do you think we were holding the kids back?" And we both looked at each other and we were like, "Yeah, it was us."
That's bullshit. That's
Yeah, it
bull-
was us. He made the point. He said, no, I think we laid the foundation. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. We laid the. And if he hears that, I know he's gonna laugh at that. Like, listen, man, it is what it is. At the end of the day, as long as the job gets done, I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't give a fuck. They got the job done, and shout out to everybody that was involved. We went up and fucking whipped Middletown's ass, and then I heard that they're on Facebook talking all kinds of shit and how they're the real champions and whatnot. But
Damn.
I don't know.
How
Yeah, I don't know if they know how
scoring
winning
works?
winning a game works, but usually the team with the most points at the end is the winner.
That's what
Uh,
I've heard. That's what I've
yeah,
heard.
if I'm gonna look up in the dictionary exactly what it means to win a game, and it's not like the game was close.
Yeah,
So,
the final score was not close by any means.
I mean, when I tell you we literally scored on the first play in like 3 consecutive series, it was like it was a matter of just like, yo, can we just call this shit already? But that's all good. It's all good, man.
Talking about playing that shit already. The Bills today, 11-17. I think it's fitting. Number
Yo,
17 did his thing
oh
for us.
shit, it is 11. Yo, I didn't catch that, bro.
Yeah.
That was good that you caught that shit. Listen, man. Is Josh Allen that motherfucker, or is he that motherfucker, bro?
Josh Allen is a
Dog,
fucking beast. When we
dog.
needed him to put that game on his fucking shoulders and basically take it home, like shut that shit down,
Mhm.
a 26-yard scamper for a touchdown. What, with 230, 240 left on the clock?
Yeah, man. Yo, you know what? We've been at this point so much for the past like 4 or 5 years now that it's kind of hard for me to get excited.
Mhm.
Um, like what we're 9-2 right now. Listen, holla at me when the playoffs get here. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
what also gives me solace in this whole thing, like, yeah, we beat the Chiefs today, and they're gonna say, well, We were in Buffalo and they're gonna give all their fucking excuses and bullshit.
Right,
We put up points and we were without Coleman, we were
right.
without Kincaid. Milano's still not back yet. Vaughn's still kind of making his way back. There was a couple plays towards the end of the game where he would make the rush, and then you see him walking, where
Yeah.
if he would have turned that shit up, he would have had Mahomes
Right,
regardless.
right,
You know
right,
what I
right,
mean? Like,
right, right, right,
I
right,
think we're starting to click. I don't want to peak too early, but I think we're
right.
on the right track.
Listen, man, and a lot of other teams getting some big wins today. A fucking hell of a game between the Steelers and the Ravens.
Yeah.
Steelers took first place in the AFC North. Um, Listen, it's coming down to the wire. The fucking Lions demoed Jaguars. I don't know how excited you can get about that because I mean,
They lost their starting linebacker though. He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks with a
yeah,
fractured forearm.
that sucks, man.
So I
That
mean,
sucks.
they've built enough of a cushion that they should coast into the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't see
All
them
right.
being. Listen, I will be highly surprised if the Lions don't at least make it to the NFC Championship game. Um,
I think they make
between
it to
the
the Super Bowl, bro. I
yeah,
think they can make it from the NFC. I don't see anybody other than the Eagles that could really give them comp right now.
what about the Commanders? The Commanders are looking pretty good now too.
The Commanders
But
look good, but he's still young.
yeah,
He's, playoff time when shit gets real, you know, we'll be able to see if he can handle it. But
right,
there's always that first year, unless you're fucking what is it, Dan Marino, where you could take your team all the way to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Like it's few and far between on that.
He's reminding me this year when I talk about him. I'm talking about what is it, Jaden Williams,
Jalen Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Look at me, I don't know.
That's
Such a
racist.
come on. Listen, man, I'm a grown ass man. I can't keep track of these motherfuckers' names. I don't. What you want me to do? But he's reminding me now of what CJ Stroud was doing last year.
Yes. Hmm.
So we'll see if if he can keep these stats up, man, and they looking real good, bro. They
And
looking
he's
real
making
good.
it a destination, bro. Like people actually want to go to Washington right now.
Well, I don't know if they want to go to Washington to play because Washington outside of Atlanta, Washington got the best strip clubs.
Right.
I'm just saying, I'm telling you what I heard. I don't know this for fact, but
No gremlins. No gremlins.
listen, I heard they got those full nude strip clubs in Washington, bro. As Bernie Mac said in the Players Club, bucket naked. You ever seen the Players Club, bro?
Yeah.
They're busting down, showing their public hairs. You said it's public, they public hairs.
Oh, fucking
Oh
Bernie
man.
Mac, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. God rest that legend. But yeah, man, the NFL look like it's spicing up right now. Got a lot of teams making their waves, doing their thing. The NBA season still a little relatively new.
Mhm.
Uh, the Knicks.
Starting up too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to talk
It's
about
better in
basketball.
person, bro.
Yeah, it's hard for me to talk about
Yeah.
basketball. I'm not even gonna lie. If some exciting shit goes down, I'll bring it to y'all attention. But as of right now, it's
And then now they got that in-season tournament. Like I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to be like soccer, where they have
Mhm.
their Champions League, where they take the top four teams from every country in Europe, and they have
Right,
like a championship series.
right,
That don't work in the NBA. You're just playing the same teams.
right,
Like
right,
that
right,
don't make no sense.
right.
Yeah, we're gonna have this in-season tournament, and who the fuck won it last year? The Lakers. Ooh, like
Don't nobody fucking care about that shit,
right.
man. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, basketball is what it is at this point. It's it's a nepotism league right now, and I'm not mad at it. It is what it is. But what else we got going on? Oh,
What'd you think of the fights this weekend? We had quite a few. We had the Jake Paul, Tyson, we had
okay.
Serrano, and was it Hardy? We had Jones, Stipe. Like we had a lot of stuff. A lot of
We had
lot
a
of
lot going on,
lot of
bro.
stuff.
A lot going on. So it in reference to Friday night when they came to the the Tyson Paul pay-per-view. The co-main event was probably the best fight of the night.
Robbery, if you ask me.
I agree. You're a little biased on this one, huh? Just a little.
I've met her too, so I can't.
Really, you met her?
Yes, at the WBC down in Miami, PR Israel. As I was walking in, I was able to get a picture with her.
Word?
Mm-hmm. I heard it from wifey on the way home. Oh, so you just taking pictures with bitches now?
Yo, because that was gonna be my next question, bro. Was wifey with you when you asked for that picture, bro? That's crazy. Did y'all
No,
talk?
that was a Christmas gift from wifey or birthday gift, one of the two from the year before.
Did y'all talk?
I literally ran over, got a picture because she was walking in, and I dipped.
All right.
Mm.
Uh,
You trying to get people in trouble is what you're trying to do. I see what you're doing.
yo,
By the laugh, I see what you're
yo, listen, man. You know me, bro. I don't like to start no problems.
doing.
Yo, I don't like to.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yo, I don't like to start no issues, bro. I'm not no instigator, man. Well, listen, if you ask me, do I think that that fight was called fairly? Probably not. I mean, old girl was fucking headbutting the shit out of her, man. It was
It was wild.
yeah, the shit was kind of wild. He busted her fucking eyelid open, which was crazy, and then tried to use it for the rest of the night. But like they say in all fighting sports, if you leave it up to the referee, then
There you go.
I don't
And
know,
that was
bro.
her corner man. You see him in the back. That was fucking ripping old girl a new one during the post fight.
Yeah, that was a very intimate picture.
Don't start.
Yo, I'm just like if I didn't know any better, y'all look booed up in that picture. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, cause I got a picture with me. I got a picture when I met old boy Michael Bisping in Vegas. And you know, we kept it gentlemanly. Like, you know what I'm saying, hey, what up, man? Y'all was yo, y'all look. I don't know, man. If I was wifey, I don't know. I'd have had an issue with that, bro. Ain't gonna lie. Shout out to shout out to Miss Elsa. I'm with you on that one. I wouldn't have stood for that. I wouldn't have stood for that. There'd been some furniture moving in that hotel room. But anyway,
Yo, can we talk about Mike in the locker room?
yo,
The
listen,
fuck
man.
was that?
Listen, man.
I was
Yo,
like, wait a second. Did I just see Mike's ass cheeks on TV right now?
yo, let me tell you something, bro. And I just want to commend all of the people. And when I say all of, it was about 3 that held on to Mike Tyson's nostalgia and actually bet me money that Mike Tyson was going to win this fight. I mean, your delusion is real, man.
Do you think he was holding back?
Do I think who was holding back?
Mike was holding back.
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't. I don't. You know what I think it was? I think Mike is almost 58 years old.
That too. But he still
Listen,
got that
man.
power, bro.
I'm just gonna say
Mike
this.
still he could still move. I'm
Listen,
sure he'd knock me out in like 2.3 seconds.
if you stood there and let him, I'm pretty sure you're right. But if it's a decent sized room and you could circle Mike for about a good 5 minutes, I think your chances will increase. Listen, I I have all the respect in the world for Mike Tyson. He's a fucking legend. He's he's one of the most world-renowned athletes of our time. That goes without saying,
Right.
obviously. Um, with that said, it's 2024.
It's not 1995 anymore.
Right. He's closer to 60 than you know what I'm saying? Is come on,
Right.
man. Come on. Come on. If you just told
The
me
kid in me wanted to see Mike do it again.
and you
That's
know
what
what?
it was.
And
That's what it was.
and there's people like that with that mindset that I got money up off of. Like, did you really? If I told you with no name, I'm just gonna
Mhm.
say no name. I'm gonna say, yo, this 58-year-old dude got into the fight with this mid 20-something-year-old kid. Odds are you're gonna say to yourself, I'm pretty sure the
Right.
kid in his mid 20s fucking probably whipped his ass. I
Mhm.
don't give a fuck who you talking about.
Right.
Okay,
I get the
just
logic. I get it on that one. Yeah.
and respectfully, it's not like this kid Paul was eating baconators on the fucking couch for the past 3 years. You know what
Nothing
I'm
wrong
saying?
with a good baconator, though.
Facts
Nothing
though,
wrong with it.
because I had one of those shits about what was it, a few days ago, and then it reminded me why I haven't been eating fast food like that.
Makes sense. Makes
Because
sense.
oh my god, that shit fucked my stuff. I even let me tell you something. You know, I fucking threw up last night, dog, for the first time in a couple years now.
Really.
Yo, bro, I threw up because I started eating some of my kids' Halloween candy.
Oh,
Yo, and this is another sign that I'm getting older. I fucking ate the candy and then I like passed out on the couch.
been there, bro.
And you know how that fucking throw up wakes you up out your sleep? Yeah.
Just pure panic. You're all
Yeah,
hot. Yeah.
man. And then you start walking around looking up to the sky like, God, please.
Let me just breathe
Oh
this out.
God. Yo, I had one of those fucking Pepto-Bismol tablets in my hand, and even right before I went to open the shit, my body was like, "It's too late, motherfucker.
It's too late, bro.
This shit is
We're
happening."
way past that now.
Oh man, bro. But you know what? I felt so good afterwards. I felt so good afterwards. But it is what it is. Now back to these fucking fights. Yeah,
Yes.
man. I'm not surprised that Mike lost. I'm just, you know what I am grateful that of? I'm grateful that Paul took it easy on him. Because if he had a problem with Mike Tyson, could you imagine the damage that he would have done to Mike if he was
It
really
was nice to see the respect he showed at the end of the fight.
two things? I'm glad I didn't pay to see it.
Yes.
I'm glad I didn't pay ticket. Could you imagine you pay tickets to go see that shit? How fucking upset I would have been.
Yeah.
Spend fucking
Extremely pissed off.
$2,500 to come to this event and come on, bro. Come on.
It was
That
nice
should
that
have
they put up the curtains to keep the sun out for the fight.
I guess so. I guess so. Whatever excuse you want to get these Dallas Cowgirls for them not to be winning no fucking games. I respect it. I'm not gonna give them that decency. It is what it is. But moving forward to the real fight to me that
Yes.
I was looking forward to this weekend, UFC 309. Shout out to Jones and Stipe Miocic, man, who was down there at Madison Square Garden. I didn't watch every
In
fight.
front of 47. Did you see the way he came out?
I could only imagine. I didn't watch him come out to the arena, but I can only imagine. I know every time he does, it's always a huge spectacle. I know they came out with Kid Rock. They always play that "I Am American Badass" theme,
Yeah.
and I
We were
love it.
there live the last time they were at MSG when he came out, and the place fucking erupted. You would have thought like fucking Game 7 and the Knicks finally won the World Series. The fucking championship. Like, that's how it felt in there. I'm like, who cares? Like he's just watching the fight. Like,
Yo, listen, man. People could say what they want. People love Trump, man.
mm-hmm.
People fucking love this dude. Even if you
Dude, he
think
had a
he's,
show on for how many years? Like, you don't stay
oh
on
man,
TV if people don't fucking like you.
people fucking love Trump, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. They could talk all the shit that they want to, but he's the president for a reason. He won the popular vote for a reason. It is what it is. Now, before I get into the fights, I highly doubt anybody from the UFC is going to hear this comment. but I'm gonna say it anyway. 37 years old. I work many hours Monday through Friday. These pay-per-views are coming on way too fucking late. I'm just, yo, listen, man.
Preach
Listen.
it, bro. Preach it.
The fact that I'm fighting my fucking sleep so hard to stay up and watch these fucking fights is ridiculous, bro. Like, by the time Jones and Stipe came out to fight, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
I fell out, bro. I fell out. I'll be honest with you. I fell out. I saw that shit on replay this morning.
Yo, you know how I caught the fight? I wound up falling asleep with them doing like the fucking montage right before the fight.
Right before, yep.
And I said, oh shit, I got up, I fell back to sleep, and I woke up 30 minutes into the fucking fight.
Damn.
So thank God that I just happened to wake up. But yo, listen, man, these fucking fights is coming on too late. I can't do it, bro. I can't.
And then, yo, Big Os was telling me that coming up, I think December, they're fighting in Russia or something. I don't know. They're fighting somewhere else. And the prelims start at 2 a.m.
Nah, they good. I'm good.
Main card starts at 6 a.m.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Give me like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, bro. I'm good with that.
Listen, bro. I'm just saying a decent time would fucking suffice. You know, like the Super Bowl starts typically at like around 6 p.m.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, come on,
You
man.
get the whole day to watch the fucking pregame and bullshit.
Come on, bro. Like, God forbid we want to be able to watch these fights and at the end still be able to enjoy the rest of the fucking day. You know what I'm saying?
You can't go over somebody's house.
No.
And be like, yo, let's watch the fight.
Nah, dog.
God bless their souls. Our friends. We went over to watch the Tyson fight. Yo, we were all falling asleep, bro. We left before the Tyson fight started. We left right after the Serrano fight.
Shit is too much, man.
Yeah,
shit is too much, man. Like, can y'all start appealing more to the working people here? That's all I'm asking.
Right, for real. I'm not 20 years old anymore, man. I can't do this shit.
Yo, dog, even when I was 20 years old, it was hard for me to fucking stay up and watch these fights, man. It's
but I feel like the main event didn't walk out at 1 a.m. when that shit started. Right? You remember like watching GSP and shit, and he was walking out by 11:15, 11:30 tops.
Yes. 100%. But you know what happened? Production value, excuse me, has grown so much that they've kind of adapted like that WWE thing where everything is like a mini movie and
they gotta show you the 30-minute montage before, and these guys talk. I don't care, man. Let me see them fight.
Listen, and they had many good fights on the card. I know Michael Chandler lost again to Charles Do Bronx Oliveira, which everybody seems to fucking love this guy, Charles Oliveira, man. He seems like such a fucking good guy.
He seems like a cool dude. I saw a video of him, I think UFC put it up, where he was walking through New York City, and he was like, oh, when you see the smoke coming from the sewers, that means the Ninja Turtles are down there.
He's a cool dude, bro. He seems like a fucking cool guy. He seemed like one of those dudes that if you walked on him smashing your girl, he'd pop up and be like, oh, me no.
My bad, papi. My bad.
My bad. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry, papi. Me no, that's your girl. That's your girl. I'm sorry. It's fucking 13-inch dick all still hard and shit. And like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, papi, relax, papi, relax.
It's cool, papi, it's cool.
Then you go to punch him and he fucking chokes you out and shit, puts you in a headlock. Fucking dick hitting you in the face and shit. Fucking chokes you out, and then you wake up and he's like, hey, papi, okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to die. I'm sorry. And he's still butt ass.
I was gonna say that's an awkward way to choke somebody out if you're addicted.
Nah, dog. I'm saying if he puts you in a fucking if he butt ass naked and he gets you on the side headlock, dog, your head is right near his fucking twig and berries.
That's true.
It is what it is, man. You ever had to fight somebody while you was butt ass naked?
No. Never. I can never say that in my 39 years of life that I've ever had to fight somebody while I was butt ass naked.
Oh shit, man. All right, we ain't gonna get into those stories. But anyway, Moving on to the fucking Jones.
Plowing ahead on that.
Wild times, bro. Wild times. So getting down to the Miocic Jones fight. Listen, I'm gonna say I didn't think Stipe wanted to take this fight when they first announced it. And I
Yeah.
always felt like that. He never seemed like he never
He
seemed
never seemed
interested.
about it. He never
Yeah.
won. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he seemed scared or anything, but Stipe kind of just like, he's been living his fucking life in Ohio. Dude is a firefighter.
He's a fight. Yeah. Let him
Like,
live, man.
come on, man. Come on. But you know why he took this fight? Because he's sitting in the fucking front row when Jones beats Cyril Gahn. And like
Yeah.
you call this fucking dude out in front of his wife. Come on, what is he gonna say? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight.
Nah, I'm all right.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know what it is. But Jones did what Jones did, man. Doesn't he's the greatest of all time. It's
100%. As you hate him, love him, being different about him, like the dude's just fucking talented, man. And if he wasn't such a fucking knucklehead and did stupid shit outside, he would be what, probably 25 fights undefeated at this point.
even with that said, he is hands down the greatest fighter of all time. And I'm talking about across all sports.
Yeah,
Across all
I'd
sports.
agree.
He is the greatest fighter of all time. And it doesn't even come close. And I don't want to hear all of this shit about, oh, what about Mayweather and Tyson and listen, if you put Jon Jones in a room with the greatest boxer of all time and tell them, listen, only one of y'all motherfuckers could walk out this room. Jon Jones is coming out of that room.
In 10 minutes.
And
I'll tell you that.
It's
Yeah.
come on, man. Come on. It's just it's not even a fucking it's not even a second thought. He it wasn't even close the entire fight. The first round, second round, and then that third round when he hit him with that fucking spinning kick right to the ribs and just
Fucking put him
he
at that point.
folded him in half. And again, shout out to Stipe and salute to him. I know he announced that he's officially retiring and had a fucking hell of a career, the greatest heavyweight in UFC history. Um, listen,
And now,
shout out
now
to him.
Aspinall wants it. No, look, no slight to Aspinall. To be heavyweight champion in the UFC, you got to be a bad fucking dude.
100%.
But Jon Jones is a different level, and you're not there. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I've seen your fights. I know what elite fighters look like. You're an elite fighter, but Jon Jones is a different level above that.
And you know what's killing me, bro? Like these people that are saying that Jon Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall. I get it. Like they're trying to do the reverse psychology thing where I'm gonna say you scared and you don't want to do this, so I can trick you into fucking that shit ain't gonna is not gonna work on Jon Jones. It's not. Listen, the last person Tom Aspinall fight was fucking Curtis Blades.
Come on. Come on. That says enough. That says enough right there.
And yo, all due respect to Curtis Blades, because he's a bad dude. But I mean, come on. Who have you really fucking beat, man? And when I say who have you beat, like, give me the fucking names of these. Like, I'm dog, stop it. And Jones is saying that he wants to fight Alex, but who in the world is calling out Alex Pereira? Who? There's nobody that's calling this
One
dude out.
person. One. Jon fucking Jones. Because he can fucking beat him.
There's nobody who in their right fucking mind that's calling this dude Alex Pereira out.
Yeah. So Aspinall, right? His last loss, Curtis Blades.
First round TKO, right?
Yep. Knee injury, it says. TKO
Knee injury.
injury. So he must have fucked himself. Yeah.
Anyway.
Nobody else on that list. Andre Arlovsky.
Okay.
Arlovsky hasn't been the same since 2002, 3, like.
I don't want to. I think the UFC needs that fight to happen between Jones and Aspinall because if Aspinall doesn't fight Jon Jones, what is going to happen to your heavyweight division?
Right.
Like seriously, what is it going to be? If I'm Dana White, I'm fucking sucking Francis Ngannou's dick to beg him to fucking come back.
He was throwing shots at Ngannou last night.
Who, Aspinall?
No, fucking Dana White.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was saying something about he went over to the goofy ass PFL so he don't have to fight nobody type shit.
Listen, again, that's that reverse psychology shit. You try to
You
I
trying to
get
get
it.
him back.
I
Mhm.
get it. I get it. You know why I get it? Because you know who's great at doing shit like men, we great at fucking that reverse psychology shit, man.
Right.
I know a lot of people think it's women. Women, no. Okay. How many situations you been in your life where you use some reverse psychology to get some shit that you want? And dudes, y'all know what I'm talking about. I bet you won't do this.
Right. Yep. We all been there. We all been there.
We all, we all been there. Word. I bet you won't let me do that.
Right. Oh, work.
And they fall for it every time.
It happens.
All right, so what? You got a man. Your man said you can't have no friends. What? And I'm not saying again. I'm not saying that's what. I'm just telling y'all how it works. Now, I don't use these techniques. These are
Right.
things that you see on YouTube. You
YouTube
know,
shorts, right?
YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is a motherfucker. But anyway, let's fucking get off of that because I don't want to get you in trouble, bro. Yo, I
Me.
said, yo, yo, you know what? And I said this shit at work. Yo, you want to start some trouble, right?
Mm.
You want to instigate some shit. Be having like a argument with somebody, right? And let's say me and you was like arguing, right?
Mm.
And your wife is standing nearby and she not really, she don't want to get involved. And then I say some shit like this, yo, Os, you better chill before I tell her.
That's gonna start some real shit. That oh man, that will start some real shit with anybody.
Yo, even if I don't got shit to say, because then, yo, it's on, bro. It's
What the fuck did
fucking,
he mean by that? Why would he fucking say that in front of me?
yo, because there's no response that you would have to me saying that where you could be like, nah. Because even if you get upset, it's like, why you getting so upset? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why you so mad about that?
yeah,
If it ain't nothing, why you mad?
no, chill, bro. So see, you gonna blow it up. You gonna blow it up. I ain't got shit to blow up. You a fucking lie. All right, bro. All right, whatever. It is what it is, man. Nah, I ain't never do no shit like that. That's fucked up. Anyway, pressing forward. Pressing forward. Anything else going on, man, before we get to our
Questions of the week.
what else? What else is happening?
No, not much, man. I think like you got holiday season coming up. You know,
You start Christmas shopping yet?
no, we haven't started fully Christmas shopping. Um, we did put up the tree and all that stuff, so the house is nice and decorated.
Yeah, I gotta fucking get the tree down from the attic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of I'm over it, bro. I'm over holiday decorating. I'm over the festivities. I heard my first fucking Christmas song earlier today.
Bro,
I'm
Christmas movies have been playing in this house all week.
come on, man. It's too early for this
Lil
shit.
Os, that's his absolute 150,000% favorite time of the year, and he fully embraces it.
I hear that, man. I don't know. Yo, this shit is for the kids, man. Yo, me and the wife already, we for the past few years now, it's like, all right, listen, You gonna give me this, and this, and I'm gonna get you this, and that.
This
Like
doesn't.
that's it, man. Like we're not playing these fucking games. We got 12 months to shower each other with gifts and
Right.
all other bullshit, man. But I'm sick of this fucking holiday stuff, bro. Even Thanksgiving, man. Thanksgiving, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat my big ass plate of food. I'm gonna take a nap, and that's gonna be it, man.
Hopefully we're starting new traditions this year for
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
yes, yes,
Hopefully
yes, yes,
we
yes,
have
yes.
which will be now our second annual kids versus
Yeah.
parents game.
Our parents versus the fuck them kids game. That's what it's gonna be called.
Yep.
Fuck those fucking kids, man.
Fuck them
Straight
kids.
up. Straight up. On that day, fuck those kids. Anybody could get it.
Yep.
Straight up. But yeah, man. So for those of you who don't know, we're about to enter. This is what our third week now going into this segment with these questions.
Going pretty good.
Where
Pretty
yeah,
good.
I
It seems
think
to be very
so.
popular.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get into some questions and that have been given and gonna answer them like nothing held back and I'm gonna give you guys
Hey,
full
if you guys want your questions featured on an episode,
any
shoot in the
question.
comments, hit us up, let us know, and you might get on there.
Ay, ay, ay. All right. First question. And a lot of these questions seem to be revolved around relationships, which I guess is what people want to talk about.
It's yeah, I can
Hmm.
see that.
First question, a question that was going around early this week. So I don't even know how this question came about. I don't even need to read this. I'm going to ask you directly.
All right.
And I'm not even going to use me. I'm not going to use me, right?
Mhm.
Let's say you have a close friend
Mhm.
and this friend is terminally ill. Terminally ill, bro.
Mhm.
Right before it's all over, this friend says to you, yo, listen, man, take care of my family while I'm going, please. You're going to say, okay, right? You're going to be like, yeah,
Mhm.
I got you. Take care of my kids, make sure my wife is straight, all of that other stuff. Your friend passes away.
Mhm.
2 years later, his wife hits you up, says, yo, listen, the dating market ain't looking too good. I need a hookup, but I don't trust anybody. But I trust you, Fred. I need you to take it down. Are you going to do it?
You take them down? Nah, B.
You're not going to do that?
Nah. You?
You're not a real friend, man. I'm gonna be up in heaven looking at you like you bastard. I asked you to do me a favor. You couldn't fucking do it for me. Yo, let me tell you something. You know, I asked a few people that shit this week. You know how many people was like, yeah, I would do it. I would do it.
You would do it?
I would do, you know, even one person went as far as to say, yo, I would do it, but I wouldn't like smash like I'm smashing like a joint. I would just do it to like, I would give like 30% of effort. Because I mean, if you do it, I mean, you can't be in there like going ham and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because then it's like now you making it personal.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
It's like you've been waiting for that for a while.
yeah. Then you know what I'm saying? Now you opening doors for other shit. Like you can't be in there like clapping and no shit like that. You kind of just you gotta you you gotta go in there like like you with the librarian or some shit like that, and you just feel sorry,
You got to
bro.
keep it quiet.
Yeah, you gotta keep it quiet, man. No, don't. I can't look at you in your eyes and no shit like that. It got to be like Monsters Ball. Remember how he smashed in Monsters Ball? It got to be like that. You know, she's like, "Can you make me feel good?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you feel real good." Did that and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Got it over with. But anyway, on to the next question. You a foul friend, bro. All right, next question. Is jealousy a sign of love or insecurity? What do you think?
Hmm. Damn, that's a heavy one. Um, I think it depends on the person, whether
Really?
or not. I think so. I think it does. Um, because you can be with someone and it's not a jealousy like, oh shit, let me see what he's doing. He must be out this. He must,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would say different levels of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I would say you can there can be two sides of it, if that makes sense.
I don't know if that makes sense at all.
Mhm. I tried to pull it together there at the end. I was like, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
saw that, bro. I saw that shit. Yo, listen, man. That shit is a blatant sign of insecurity. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it. Me personally,
Mhm.
one, you have to clarify. Like, there's a difference between you being jealous and then you being upset with some shit that you justifiably upset about. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Hmm.
Like this jealousy where like, oh, you going out with your friends
Right.
and I don't like it. That's jealousy. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? But then there's the flip side of that, like, oh, you going out with a male coworker for drinks after work,
Right.
then
Right.
what the fuck are we talking about here?
Right.
Unless he's gay. And I know he's gay. And I'm talking about he's fully like on the other side of the tracks. There's no coming back.
He ain't walking down the middle of the tracks.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to know like he's like uh fucking Richard Simmons gay. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If there's a cloud in my mind, like I'm none of this metrosexual, nah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going out with Clarence. Oh, yeah, go ahead. I don't give a fuck about that. But you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Right.
But don't now we not doing this. All right, I'm going out there for what? And you nah, we not doing that shit. Fuck that.
Hmm.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That's to me, that is not insecurity. That's just you doing some shit that's fucking disrespectful.
Right. Exactly.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like that's just when me and my wife first started dating, one of her main things with me, I've always held true to for like the 15 years we've been together. I think that's the right one. I hope that's right. I'm sure if I'm wrong, she'll hear this and be like, "Yeah, not we fucking been together." But anyway, the one thing that she always asks me, especially, don't ever eat another woman's food.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm out somewhere and some bitch offer you a plate of food, don't ever eat it. Now, if we out like at your house or some shit like that, and your wife, that's different,
Right.
obviously.
That's different. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that you having another like woman cook for you and all that other shit, nah, that's a no, dog.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a no.
that's way different.
What?
That's super
Hell no.
super intimate.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. So all you people out there, you eating some other shit that another person make you, yeah, you out there, you being disrespectful.
Facts.
Which kind of correlates to the next question. Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating?
Ooh.
Hmm. I'm gonna say yeah. I think
I would
so.
agree. I would agree with that.
I think so because, and I think this is more. I think emotional cheating is more of like a woman thing. If I'm being honest with you,
I could see
I'm
that.
not. I'm not gonna. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
we're not trying to. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that every case is the same thing,
Mhm.
but in often cases where you see a woman step out um, in her relationship, more often than not, it's because she's reached a level emotionally that she's just not there no more, or you know what I'm saying? And it just so happened. Yeah, it just so happened that there's a dude at the right time that's just paying her a little bit more attention. You know what I'm saying? Noticing thing that her man at home is not noticing, that she got a new haircut, or she's fucking, she got her nails done, or she's wearing a new kind of perfume or some shit like that. And
The little things.
it's the little things. Now, I'm not saying that physical cheating should be, you know, accepted, because I
Right.
think that shit is foul too. But I think if you cheating emotionally, I think that as a man, I'm gonna say I think that shit is a little bit worse, and it hurts us way more.
Right.
I think, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like the reason it hurts us way more is because it's way harder to get a woman than it is for a woman to get a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I can see that.
Like a woman could walk into a bar and at the fuck most random dude and be like, "Yo, listen, we gonna go, we gonna fuck." You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, that dude is gonna be like, "I bet, let's
Right.
go."
Right. Yeah.
You fucking be a dude and walk up to a girl in the fucking bar like, "Yo, listen, you coming with me now? We gonna fuck." She could be like, "Oh my god, you're going to jail."
Right. Yep. Get the fuck out of my face.
So where is fucking Olivia Benson? Like,
Right.
that's what she's gonna be fucking worried about, you know? So I do think that it hits a little bit heavier. Um, I don't know. That's my thoughts. All right, next question.
So before you read the next
Go
question,
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
14-6, Chargers over Bengals, second quarter, 11 minutes and 2 seconds.
The Bengals are having a horrible fucking year, man.
Yeah,
Of all the teams that's having a shitty year right now, the Bengals to me are like, I'm very surprised that they're having such a bad secret.
4-6.
Yeah, they might as well just start trading fucking people
Yeah.
away. Mm, okay. Ooh, wow. Okay, next question. Should couples have full access to each other's phone and social media? I think if it's in the right way, uh, and when I say in the right way, if you feel like you need access to your spouse's phone to make sure they're not out there doing dirt and shit like that, then I think I think that that's bad, and I think it's in bad taste, and I don't think that's a good look. I don't.
Because then why are you together at that point?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, if you can't have that trust, then you
Mhm.
shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yo, you know what I tell my wife all the time, and I always reiterate this shit, and it kind of I don't know how she feels about it. I'm pretty sure she'll tell me, and I tell her like, you know why I don't cheat, and she goes, "Why, Elijah? Why don't you cheat?" And I said, "It's not because I love you and all that silly shit.
I've heard this before. Yes.
That has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with, I love you. You're my soulmate. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know why I really don't cheat? It's because a motherfucker ain't got the time. A motherfucker ain't got the energy. I just, I just, I think I said this a few episodes ago. Like, I barely want to listen to her problems. You think I want to listen to another fucking woman's issues? Are you fucking crazy? Like, what?
Yeah.
This morning earlier, she called me, right? And she went to go get her nails done. And she called me for about 15 minutes complaining about the nail salon and how shitty of a job that they did. And I'm her husband, and I'm sitting here listening, and I'm like, "Oh, listen, babe, it's all right." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, "This is my wife," and she was highly upset. And I'm
Right.
sitting there, and I'm listening. I'm like, "All right, babe, listen, don't let this shit stress you out. It's all good." I have energy to do that with one person. Could you fucking imagine having to sit there and listen to another bitch complaining about some fucking what?
I don't give a fuck.
Listen. Listen, man. Listen. And to the people out there who do have that energy, hey yo, shout out to you, I guess. Because I just guess I guess, man. Because I don't got the fucking
Thanks.
uh I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, on to the next question. Um, do traditional gender roles have a place in these fucking questions are wild. Do traditional gender roles have a place in modern relationships? Um, I think so.
Yeah, I would say for sure. Like, there's still things that, as a man, you should be doing for your
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah, like
Like,
listen, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if this is gonna rub people the wrong way, but I have no problem with a man being the man in the relationship and a woman being the woman in the relationship. Uh, I'm gonna say this, and again, I feel like there is a such thing as speaking out of turn for men and for women. I don't want to just keep it one sided. Like I feel like women they speak out of turn, but I feel like it's an aspect for women and men. And I'm gonna give my examples. If you're a guy and you're out with your woman, and a guy comes up and starts talking to your woman, if your woman doesn't like rectify that, oh, listen, I'm here with my man, or you got to talk to him about that. I feel like that's a fucking problem. Like I'm very big on fucking like respect and all of this other shit. Like even like a few weeks back, we were at the high school football game. Were you there?
no, you told me about it.
We were at the high school football game, and it was crowded, but it wasn't crowded. And some fucking dude, like random motherfucker, comes and sits right next to. Even with him going, he said to my wife, "Oh, is this seat taken?" And she said, "No, no." Even that little bit right there, I was like, "All right." Even that little bit right there, and is it insecurity? Whatever, fuck you. I don't care if you say it is. It is what it is. Even that right there, I'm like, kind of towing the line on that one. You know what I'm saying? Because if if I'm a guy and I'm by myself and I see a girl and a guy in the vicinity, I'm just gonna automatically assume
Right. I'm not gonna
that
like, hey, there's 20 empty seats around here. Can I go sit right here? No, get the fuck out of here, man.
and then and then like towards the end, I don't know, she had said something and he made a comment and I was like, nah, she good, bro. And she was like, nah, yo, like he didn't mean I don't like at the point I didn't give a fuck how he meant it. Because I felt like he was being disrespectful.
I get
That's
it. I get it.
you know what I'm saying?
I totally 100% agree with that.
So when it comes to like traditional gender roles, like I get what they mean. Like I don't have a problem with dudes being sweet to like doing men shit, like opening the door for a woman and you know what I'm saying, like paying the bill and all of that shit when it comes like to if you go out to a restaurant and like I have no problem with that shit. And like when I see it, I fully commend it. Guys walking on the right side of the street with the girl, like the guy's supposed to be closer to the street, the girl should be on the inside. I have no problem with that. My only problem is, and if you like it, I love it, I guess. Like I see the fellas out there, they're doing this, like they're being sweet, they're holding the door for a girl, they're saying all of this shit, but they're doing it for a woman that ain't got no fucking respect. Like,
That's that's the tough part because you still got good dudes out there and women. We'll do the both sides, but like
right.
they just aren't appreciated, not appreciated,
No.
not understood for what they're doing. If that makes sense, you know what I
Right,
mean? Like you're being chivalrous. It's the way you were brought up, the way that men should act. Like,
right.
and then that chick's like, nah, he's a fucking simp or he's a fucking, like, nah, he's being a man is what he's being.
I also feel like this, and I feel like this goes for everybody, male or female. Listen, you have to be the one to tell your spouse when to shut the fuck up. You have to. You have to be that one. And I know this might ruffle some feathers with anybody listening, but if you're not the one, and I'm not saying do all this shit in public. I wouldn't advise that because that shit ain't gonna end well for nobody. But at
No,
some point, you have to tell your spouse, yo, listen, you're doing a little bit too much fucking talking with your mouth when we're out places, and you need to chill the fuck out. Y'all are gonna have an argument. I guarantee you. But I guarantee you that argument will be worth y'all not being in an uncomfortable situation in the future. Like there's times that my wife would tell me, like, yo, you do too much. You being truthful and trying to be funny all the time is not fucking helping. It's the situation. And is that shit that I want to hear? No,
but you get it
no.
because you know where it's coming from.
Right. And on the flip side, there's situations, so I'm like, yo, babe, goddamn, do you gotta have a fucking problem with every goddamn thing? Is it gonna happen? Yes. But I guarantee you, you're gonna want that as opposed to you being somewhere and your fucking lady or your man just jumping out the window and fucking saying some outlandish shit that makes it uncomfortable for everybody.
It's true. It's true.
Listen, it
You
has to
lose
happen.
the battle to win the war.
It has to happen. It has to happen. I'm just trying to drop some jewels on y'all.
We're trying to
Uh,
help y'all out.
just
That's what
trying
we
to
do.
help y'all out, man. All right. Next question. Should people share their relationship problems with friends or keep them private? That's a very good question. That is a very good question.
They in too many chefs in the kitchen, right?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say this. I don't have a problem with people sharing relationship problems per
Mhm.
se, but I do think you need to be mindful of who you're sharing your problems with
Yes, I would agree with that. Mhm.
and who you're trying to get advice from. And I'll clarify what I mean by that. If you're married and you've been married for an extended period of time, I would try to get advice from someone else who's married for the same amount of time or longer.
In a similar situation as you.
Right. If you married and you're trying to get relationship advice for somebody who's been single for fucking ever and who's notoriously
It's a
like,
reason.
yeah, who's always been in fucking bad relationships, maybe might not be the right person to fucking get advice from.
Right.
I'm just being honest with you. Like dudes out there, we all know brothers out there who they just be running through chicks left and right, and it's the law of the jungle. It is what it is. But I'm not going to that dude to fucking get advice about what's going on in my house.
Yeah, I'm not asking him, hey, what should I do with this? Nah, not even a little bit.
No,
Mm.
no. And to all of the females out there going to get advice from your homegirl, who y'all know good and hell well, she don't got no business. Yeah, yeah. Like, stop. Let's not do that. So again, do I have a problem with it? No, but I just think you need to be mindful of uh who you're getting who you're getting advice from. Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Next question. We got just a few more. Uh is it possible to fall back in love after falling out of it? Hmm. I can only speak for myself.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say no. Uh, what do you think, bro? You think it's possible?
Mm. I don't know if it's possible or just the um nostalgia, if that makes sense. Right?
Mm,
Like you're infatuated in your mind with the thought of what it was before you figured out whatever it was that made you leave or made you, you know, fall out of love with that person.
mm,
You fall in love with the idea of what it was and how it used to be, but that underlining feeling is still always going to be there.
right, 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 right. Mm. The reason it's kind of hard for me to say yes to that one is once I'm off of something, it's
It's too
and
hard
I,
to.
yeah, yeah, and I think I've said this before on the show. Once I see somebody one way, it's very hard for me to see them another way.
Mhm.
Like it is very difficult for me to see somebody how I saw them before they did whatever the fuck it was for me to not want to fuck with them no more. You know, and don't get me wrong. I know that there are a lot of people who believe in giving second chances. I believe in giving second chances too. I'm all for it. But when it comes to certain things, it's like if somebody violates your trust, man, it's oh man, that shit is
It's so
so
hard.
difficult.
Hmm.
It's so fucking difficult to fucking get that back, you know? So I don't know, man. I don't know. For me it's a no. Uh it also depends on what the situation is. Like if you fell out of love for somebody because they did you dirty, I think it's possible to gain that back. Maybe a little bit, maybe not fully to the extent of where it was.
Right.
But if you fall out of love for somebody because you just feel like, oh, this motherfucker is boring, or this
Right. They're
motherfucker is
not
like,
for me. They're not
yeah,
helping me in any way be better. Yeah.
yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Um, Next question. Can people change for their partner, or is that a recipe for resentment? Hmm.
I think it depends, right? Like it depends on what they're trying to change. Like if they're trying to make you a whole different person, like oh, like I'll use myself an example. Oh, I want you to not watch sports anymore. I want you to go and like be a bookworm and be like, nah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, but if they're trying to change you for the betterment of you, like to be a better man, to understand things from a different angle and positive change, I would say
Hmm.
yeah.
I think that's a very dangerous thing. And I
I
feel like I feel like that's a trap that a lot of people fall into. Like they'll get with somebody who's like broken and they say, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fix this person and make them into uh
who I want them to be.
who
Right.
I want them to be, or someone who's suitable to be in a relationship with me. And I think that that's a very toxic and dangerous thing to do. Like, for example, if you get with somebody who's an alcoholic or a severe drug addict, you trying to expend all of that energy in trying to, change this person. At some point, you lose a sense of who you are. And to use myself for an example, like you just did, in my relationship before my wife, I was kind of in that scenario. And like the woman who I was talking to, I had spent years trying to more or less convince myself that she was the one that I wanted to be with. And at some point, it got to like, yo, what the fuck is like 2 years, bro? I was doing this, and I was trying to say, nah, like she's the one. And then when I met my wife, and we weren't even like talking like that at the time, things just started to happen, and it was like this is what it's supposed to be like. When I say this, like when I was with my wife, I was like, nah, you see how easy it's supposed to be in love with somebody and being in a relationship. And
It's not supposed to be a chore
no, man, it's not, bro.
for the rest of
Being,
your life for a reason, you know?
being like it. Now, I try to give this advice to people who like they try to have long-term relationships or they're looking for marriage. Being in a relationship should not be hard. Like
Mhm.
you shouldn't have to work to get into a relationship.
Right.
I think you should work to maintain it. I think you should work to keep the
I think you
relationship
should be working
healthy.
together at that.
Right.
Like it shouldn't be a one-sided battle either.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. And life is too short for you to be fucking wasting your energy and
Mhm.
trying to do all of this shit to move mountains just to make that person like you. Fuck all of that, man. Life is too short. You hear that? You hear that, fellas? Life is too short. You ought to be chasing after women who don't care for you. Go to DR or go to the Philippines or some shit like that. I'm serious, man. It's not that difficult. If you're gonna do all of that shit, you might as well pay for a woman to come over here and be your wife. And women too. Men are not difficult. We are the simplest creatures on the planet. If you know this dude got a reputation for being out there and heating up thought pockets left and right, then that's not the motherfucker for you.
Right.
He's not. If he's married to somebody, he's not for you. If you calling this motherfucker 3 or 4 times throughout the day and he don't ever return your phone call, he is not for you.
Move on, B. Move
Move
on.
on, lady. Get it together. If you fuck him the first time and his dick is whack, he's not for you. What you gonna marry him and this motherfucker got a fucking 2-inch pipe and his breath stink? He's not for you, kid. Like I don't listen, ma. Stop it.
Keep going.
On to the next one. It's millions of people on this fucking planet. If you keep on looking for like these dirty ass motherfuckers in Brooklyn, go to Queens, go to the Bronx, go to Staten Island, go
Go
to
to
Chinatown.
Westchester. Take a drive.
Take a
Take
drive.
the train. You can take the Metro North up.
No. Don't meet no motherfucker on no train. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying to meet him on the train. I'm saying
Oh,
where you're at and go meet
I
him.
was about to say, yo, listen, bitch, if you 35 years old looking for a man and he on the train with you, then that's not the man for you.
This ain't friends, B.
That nigga ain't got his life together either. If he ain't got a fucking car, if you got to take a bus to go see him,
If y'all share in Metro Pass,
yeah, no.
not for you, B.
Nah, fuck all of that shit. It's okay to date up. I'm just saying, it's okay.
Y'all
All
doing
right.
the buddy system to get in on the train.
Nah, fuck all of that shit, bro. And I understand we all got to start somewhere, but when I see, let me shut up. No, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that too. But everybody got to struggle. Everybody got to go through. Everybody got to go through something. Ay. All right. Last question. Should couples go to therapy before marriage, or is that only for when problems arise? Um, uh, I'm gonna just say flat out, fucking no. Uh, I shout out to all my white friends. I feel like this is a very this is a Patrick Sullivan question. I'm not saying that he's the one that sent this question in because I told you I would never really feel it, but no, like who the unless you're like one of these church couples, like you like one of these heavily devoted Christian couples, and y'all been together for a year and you never slept together and all of that other shit. I guess so. I guess that's the thing to do. But in the real world, we not doing that shit, cuz.
It's not a go-to.
We not doing it. Like, what are we fucking Mormons? Like, what the fuck is happening here? I mean, I don't know. I don't know anybody who would do no shit like that. I don't know. I don't.
I grew up in the church. So like
Mhm.
my parents were ministers. So I've seen both sides. And I'm sure it has its benefits, but it's just to each his own, I guess.
Listen, if
Just
you
because
go
you do that doesn't mean that it's going to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Listen, I grew up I grew up in the hood, and one of the mainstays when you grow up in the hood, man, they tell you what happens in your house stays in your house. Um, Again, I don't know how fucking true that is, especially with other questions that we got if motherfuckers is
right,
talking
basically.
about their relationship problems, right? But I don't know. And I do know that the therapy thing helps for couples when they do start to uh face problems. So I guess that does answer the questions. I feel like if you feel like a therapist is going to help you in that situation, then yeah, fuck it, why not? I feel like you should try anything to make sure your relationship lasts.
Right.
I do. I feel like you should do anything it takes to make sure that your relationship stays afloat. Uh and I don't care what it is, unless you're doing
You're
some shit that
committed, and that's who puts wins in your sails, and that's who you want to be with for the rest of your life. You do whatever it takes to make it work.
yo, this dude Ose is such a romantic. He just fucking said if they put the wind in your sails. Yo, you
Oxtail, man. Come on, V.
yo, you just yo, you are in love, motherfucker, bro. You are in love. Yo, you got love written all over your fucking face, man. I think that's a beautiful thing.
I'm a rom-com guy. I'm
I hear you, bro.
a helpless romantic to have been.
I hear you, bro. Me and my wife not like that. There's times we tell you, tell each other, yo, I love you. We be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Stop being a pussy. I'm being a bitch, bro. Fuck you love me for. Well, I think that's what we got for today, bro.
Give us the wise words and send us home, bro.
Um, I thought about it before I said it, and I laughed. Listen, man, more oral sex. That's it, bro.
More oral sex.
More
All right.
oral sex, bro. For
That
men
is
and
the nice words. Bro,
yo, listen, dog. Listen, fellas, I'm telling you, your woman having a bad week, you'll change her whole perspective on life. Get
hey,
down there and get to work, motherfuckers. Go to work. Go to work, and in the words of Joey Diaz, she'll be tip top magoo. Listen, bro, do that shit, man. Do that shit.
little brown heads everywhere. You
Bro,
nasty twin.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Do that shit, man. And again, hold on. Before you close out, I said it before and I say it again. I know we got a lot of young people that listen to this show.
Yes. Turn.
Stop
Do some homework.
listening to this fucking show if you are under the age of 18. Okay? You know who you are. Don't make me call your name out. No, fuck it. Ty, stop listening to this goddamn show on your way to school, man. I'm gonna tell your father. I'm gonna tell your father, stop listening to the show. All y'all kids, go read a book or something. Stop listening to OBs. Now, you know what? Fucking listen to the show.
Listen, tell your friends.
Yeah, fuck it. Fucking, I ain't no role model.
Not fucking Charles Barkley.
I ain't, yo, fuck it. It is what it is. Yeah, bro, do your thing, man.
OTBS on Facebook, The Sports Frenzy Podcast on YouTube, The Sports Frenzy Pod on Twitter, The Sports Frenzy Podcast on Instagram. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next week.